into the dungeon here at Portuguese Coast. This experience.
Can we move? Okay, we are moving. Let's move.
Alright, so we are here at Elmina Slave Dungeons. Getting ready to walk into the Portuguese Church. The crew is behind us, the tour guides, they're getting their lesson over here. I've never had an opportunity to actually walk in here. You see the Portuguese sign behind me. They built this in the late 1400s. This was the church which they prayed. But beneath the church was the nasty sea. Slavery is not black history. Slavery interrupted black history. I've heard it said that slavery is actually white history. The black history comes from what we did pre, during, to survive, and the post-work that we're doing currently. This is not our history. This does not define us as a people. We're proud of our ancestors and those that had the opportunity or had the intestinal fortitude to endure the horrors that we're about to witness here on the Sankofa experience here at Elmina Slave Dungeon. But we know that our history was started long before slavery and is going to continue long after this period. This is a blip in human history, particularly in Black African history. Let's not forget that. Let's not lose sight. Let's pay homage and respect to the ancestors who had to endure for us to have the opportunities that we have. But let's not forget, we're bigger than this moment. We're bigger than what someone tried to do to us. We're bigger than the lies that they're using to try to suppress us. And I want to encourage you to come here and experience this for yourself, so that you can see the power of the ancestors, the endurance of the ancestors, and the intestinal fortitude that they have, so that you know whatever it is that you're facing, whatever it is that got you up at night, whatever that you're going through, you know that you're bigger, you're stronger than that, because your DNA says so.
Impression that this town was full of gold. As a result, the Portuguese named this town Elmina or Elmina, which simply means the mine in their language, which later was corrupted into present-day Elmina. Now, when they arrived in the year 1471, there was no structure like this for them to stay and do business. So they had a ship dock on the ocean. They had tents mounted on the shores, used local boats or canoes for their transactions. But anytime there was a heavy downpour, wind or storm, it affected their business. As a result, they requested for a land from the chief in charge of this town. But their request was denied by the chief. He said, I quote, "It is better for people to be good friends when they are living apart than when they are living together." What a statement, as if he knew what the future may hold. But the Portuguese never made concept. A person who does not study history is doomed to repeat it. History is still repeating itself in different ways and dimensions. See on my left, at the center, what do you see? A church. That was the first Roman Catholic church, built by the Portuguese in the year 1596, where they claimed and the water breaking down. And when the Dutch broke up the Portuguese, they were Protestants. So they didn't want to use the Catholic church for their worship. As a result, they removed the tower, which identified the building to be a church, restructured it, built the upper rooms as junior soldiers met, and the ground floor as the auctioning hall, where the Dutch were in the business of enslaved Africans. And they had their own church at a different location. When we get to the female slave courtyard, you will see where the Dutch also built their own church. So there were two churches over here, Roman Catholic by the Portuguese, Protestant by the Dutch, all claiming to be worshiping God, and slavery also happened. What an irony, what a hypocrisy. See these writings over here. The writings over here are in Old Dutch, written in memory of a Dutch governor called Van Tet. This gentleman came from Zeeland, and Zeeland is a province in Netherlands. Van Tet was the last director general of the Dutch West Indies Company over the north and south coast of Africa.
Just imagine being shoved into a dungeon like this, surrounded by people you don't know, maybe not speak the same language. You don't know why you're here. You don't know what happened. You're frightened. You're scared. You're alone. You're beaten. You're bloody. You're tortured. Or your loved ones are gone. You're experiencing horrors you've never dreamed of. This is the feeling of the ancestors. What they experienced, what they endured. You're in here with hundreds of other people. It looks spacious right now. I'll tell you it's not. Especially when you're crammed with hundreds of other people. Sweating, bleeding, frustrated, scared, nervous, urinating, defecating, menstruating. All these things are happening. All while the psychopathic torturers, human traffickers, are doing whatever they wish with your body, with your mind, with your feelings, with your thoughts. Wondering if your loved ones made it out, wondering if they're safe, wondering if your children made it out, wondering what happened to them. It's an eerie feeling being here. It's an eerie feeling probably watching this. Imagine what the ancestors endured. This is what we think about and we talk about when we spread in our history and our culture. Because we know how important it is for you to get these feelings, to have this understanding. To not only know the stories, know the narrative, but feel the sweat, feel the heat, feel the grit, feel the fear, feel the hopes, feel the dreams. That when you enter back into your life, your everyday existence, you don't operate the same, you don't move the same, you understand that you have a bigger mission, a purpose. Because you're here, you're free, you have more opportunity than you've ever dreamed of. I love to say we are our ancestors' wildest dream. As they tried to bury us, they couldn't succeed. We're back home now. We're taking in this experience and we're sharing it with people like you so that you know what it feels like as well. We'll never forget. We'll always remember it. And it'll never happen again. I remember being here again with my father and having this experience and walking through here as you see the trees on the bottom. You see the lights and making it bright, all of that right now. But when I first came down, you see the darkness that was here before. But there is an energy, there is a spirit, there is a people who still, souls and energy still are here. It exists, it's real, it's palpable, and the feeling is strong. It's one that never really kind of gets away from you. Something that you kind of have to experience for yourself. All right, so we are exiting the male dungeon and then going into the door of no return. We call this the room of no return. And then we're coming up on the actual door. As you see here. It said that the ocean used to come up to this very point right here, and the boats couldn't dock, so they had to use the wooden boats to see them out further. But the sea, the ocean has receded. So now you see some of the land